example, can actually do sometimes okay in this matchup because he has the damage of Tidebringer to be able to swing and get that CS before he retreats back. A hero that can do damage through Static Link. Oh, Hop, that's a matchup that actually... Ramsey said no.
Yeah, no thanks.
I'm too busy trying to look cool.
Yeah. Crit's got quite the stare down face too up there. No. He's done this photo shoot a couple times.
Yeah, just a few. Crit is going to be able to get the toss back over. Well, that stretches the Static Link quite a bit, and they won't actually be able to get the kill. If anything, it's going to be Crit in trouble here as the last shot there from Ori with his Blink level 1. He's able to get the first blood, so make
sure that it's ready for the neutrals, yada, yada, yada.
This time around, his cutting and stuff is going to have a little bit of problem, though, because Gyrocopter is actually very effective against that because he just runs a little bit behind his tower and then throws a homing missile at you.
Yeah, and he helps out the support while still last hitting.
The support then is able to chase you down a lot more effectively. PYW almost bursted down here. They need another swing. That's going to come out from Crit, who once again trying to show off their tri-lane. They're saying Legion Commander, Crystal Maiden is a lane we can beat. It was tough last time around, but this time maybe it'll be easier with the Sven. Ramsey's.
Does he just TP now?
Together. No, he's got a 25-second cool. Oh, no, never mind. That was DY.
He's still holding out on it. I thought maybe like he's just trying to like stack up the waves, right?
Ooh.
As yeah, thankfully Weapons is still on it. Whoever's back there.
He's got his Devour to use soon, too. All right,
one more go
around.
All
right.
TV.
I thought he was going to eat. Dude, that's a couple of seconds on your Devour. You either got to TP sooner or wait.
Anything
Need
good?
One of those creeps.
Not really. Centaurs and Hellbear. He's going to go down to the next camp. He's like, all right, that'll do. I'll take it.
That is a level 4 creep.
Takes the aura.
Ooh, toss back. To Legion Commander underneath tower. He said this is an easy combination to execute. Evil Geniuses certainly makes it look easy. Their second kill in that lane. And DY, we'll see what they do as this big creep wave pushes in. One of the most effective things, when the offlaner stacks up the waves like this, even if you could bring an extra support, it's worth it. Just charge at that offlaner.
You have to dive them.
Push him out.
They have good heroes for it, and DY has the mango up, but DY's not level 2.
Another toss back, BYW.
They are doing everything they can to get DY down here. I mean, that's basically what EG are trying to force here, I would say.
Yeah.
Because this is like unplayable right now for Yang and PYW. And
ooh, Ori. Abed is actually going to tick down pretty low. He does have a Fairy Fire, so he's going to be fine and everything. But Ori is punishing
Look
Abed
at this dive top, though. They are way onto Ramsey's, and that tower, yeah, he's going to have to TP back to the tower.
Now what happens if he dies in this situation?
That's a big
He's
GG.
got so many range creeps here. This would be a disaster. Vici Gaming going to try and chase him a little bit here.
It's so good DY's not level 2. So all the range creeps got caught, though.
The missile's going to come in. He might actually just be able to punch him down to death here. Ramsey's,
he's dead.
He has a Devour up. You can at least eat a creep before you die, but you're certainly going to die, my friend. And he is not going to be here for the experience. It's going to be Crit who will try and pick up. But those range creeps already died.
Yeah, they died. They got caught on some of the Radiant creeps.
Yeah. You try and do the same thing twice. Mid lane, there's going to be jump in from Ori, trying to finish off Abed here while Eurus almost dies underneath the tower, but it's Abed who ends up falling in mid lane thanks to a rotation from PYW. The bottom lane was going to...
In terms of the way these lanes were set up, and EG blinked first, because Crit's forced to TP to take care of that. So that gave a little bit of breathing room to Yang, and PYW takes advantage by pushing the advantage they already have in the mid lane of Ori over Abed.
Yeah. This matchup is so rough, by the way, when you get behind as Razor. When you don't have your stat items, and he's going to be dove once again.
Yeah.
You just look at the damage difference between them. You know, when he doesn't have Static Link on him, or he's hitting for, you know, a solid... You've got, you know, a Razor hitting for 60 damage.
Imagine getting ganked twice by a CM with no boots.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
The world's slowest maneuver. But, I mean, that's Abed, right? He's forced to play the lane to the absolute limit here because the matchup is so unfavorable towards him. And, you know, suddenly one slow, you go from being this amazing mid player is pushing it to just dead.
DY
that was nice.
Tossed back into the tower and looking to be able to save Ramsey's ass here, but Eurus will just be able to run him down with his brown boots and natural mobility that Gyrocopter has. He's a fast little bugger.
Yeah, Vici are just doing great right now.
Bounty runes all around. So all those magic wands
All
stacks, the
TV
rotation
bottom.
coming out. Ori, a big sonic wave, looking to be able to go for Arteezy. He completely ignores crit and says, I want to deal with the core.
Nice
That's
deny.
Arteezy, but denied by Fly. Still, at least they do manage to slow him down thanks to an Arcane Rune. He's going to be able to blink again,
All right, now
get
crit.
another Shatter Strike, toss over, Yang looks for the last hit, but it's Ori who gets the dominating streak instead.
That,
Or Ramses, they just won't leave him alone.
Yeah, Crit might have been in trouble there if he didn't get that toss-up. But yeah, as you said, in trouble. Ramses just
Hey.
gets beat. I mean, that's a Doom, right? That is a low armor hero.
Yeah.
And ET just taking full advantage this time. Really showing, like, we talk about drafts so much and, like, heroes countering heroes, but you have game one where this exact matchup happens and the Doom kind of works out fine.
Yeah.
But now DY just stomping because that little bit of a change of the missile.
Yeah, just having a homing missile, that's just, you know, an extra, like, 60 damage, plus a small stun that's going to allow you, like, an extra 2, maybe 3, even 3 hits. That means a lot, especially for someone who's doing so much damage. What he needs to do, because PYW is just refusing to help him. He's like, every single time I go there, I'm getting run down by a Tiny, tossed, and I just feed.
If they find him here, he's got no mana on DY, or this could be a lot worse because
Oh,
it's 3 more
yeah.
range creeps.
They're going to drop it. The ultimate does manage to hit just once, slowing him down. Ramses is probably going to die here as he's actually going to try and pop the healing cell, but that wasn't enough.
And the 3 range creeps are just dying under tower. DY hits him with the tip.
Eurus too.
Oh, jeez. That's well, that's 4 deaths, and now I think he's amassed about 8 tips. So he's catching up. It's the 1-for-1 there.
Abed, he got a little bit of revenge against PYW earlier, but now PYW is for the revenge tour. He's back in the mid lane. Abed, he only got 188.
Even this hero to be a first phase, and why DY is back to first phase, picking it like this in the position 5 role like he used to.
Yeah, and like a Legion Commander's dying, but he's solo against a tri-lane. You know, like it's expected to happen, but his net worth is not that different from Arteezy's, right? He's only behind 400,
Yes.
which is quite good. They are going to be able to get the toss back into the Centaur Stomp. A Stomp comes out from DY's Elder Titan, hitting Arteezy, and in turn allowing your...
The wards up in this Radiant top triangle where Ramses and Crit are moving through right now.
Oh, yeah.
And they know, right? They know that there's 2 heroes that need to recover in this game, and they both want stacks. The Razor and the Sven. Like, the Sven just needs to accelerate at this point, but the Razor just... Like, Abed basically wants to be running through the jungle and ulting at this point. Like, he's so far behind. And if they can scout that out, they have the heroes to assault them there with the duel and the Sonic Wave.
Fly dancing around with Yang in the bottom lane, but it's mid, where we're going to watch Ori actually die, giving up his unstoppable streak. That's 600 gold. Finally does go for the duel because PYW makes his return to the off lane.
Kill there from EG to be able to bring down Ori like that and end that huge streak.
Yo, Yang, you gotta dig. All right, he passed it off to PYW.
That's
PYW will do the digging, and that's why you dig all the time. Bounty runes for free. Slowed down, Shatter Strike, Crystal Nova, Crit, still tanky enough to survive through this initial damage.
Oh,
Now he's going to be able
wants
to get the
it.
toss in the Legion Commander into the CM, but the Doom onto this Queen of Pain. That's the important kill if they can actually get it. The problem is there's no lockdown. The smoke up from Abed as well as Fly. They're trying to turn this around actually with the duel going out with the Freezing Field. The big blast coming up from Abed, but it's not enough to kill any of these heroes. Finally, a Frost Blast comes out for the Lich to be able to kill the Crystal Maid. The turnaround from Ori! Nails him with the Sonic Wave. 4 dead on the side.
Much larger lead, actually. We were even at 10 minutes in game 1. Now we've got about a 6K lead as this all started out with Crit being poked under the tower.
Yeah, and Ramses, like, he sees his opportunity to get a Doom onto Ori. He thinks, great, I can finally maybe kill this guy. He has, you know, been quite the pain. And then that turnaround looks so beautiful. If only Abed was just able to do a little bit more damage, instantly killing Yang and PYW, then that fight looks a lot different. Bottom line, we're going to head back into real time where PYW being chased down by Ramses and the last little remaining Chain Frost. A toss back over, alley-oop. Ramses set up for 2 kills here. Eurus going to try and turn things around onto Crit with help of DY. They're going to be able to kill the Tiny as well. Vici Gaming.
Careful now.
At least managed to even out the kills a bit.
Hiding.
The ideal Doom lane is like he's able to do well enough in his lane and just kind of chill out. He's not needed. That he's able to go the 4-4-0 build. Once you're like forcing Doom, like, dude, you got to get active, you know, at this time. And unfortunately, he was so underleveled. he now has to go the 2-4-1 build because he needs that little bit of a stun from his Infernal Blade.
And Yang, great prioritization here, but Fly does get the self-cast. He saved that Frost Shield. He didn't like panic and put it on the Doom.
That is just enough to prevent the dual damage going over. The Earth Splitter going to be laid down, snapping back on both of them. And yeah, sure, congratulations. You killed Ori, but you just lost the team fight. So Ramsey is going to be the last one to chase down underneath his tier 2 tower. Crit, he really wants this kill onto the gyrocopter, the toss forward, but denied. He will not be able to get that kill. The Doom wears off, and Eurus turns back in style to 1.
Shovels his way around, and he's got a point booster. So we'll see if he gets there.
Oh, he's trying to go for that early Aghanim step to the free BKB.
Yeah, I think I just heard Fog giggling, actually, on the other side of the arena.
10-25, 14 minutes and 9,000 net worth lead for Vici Gaming. It is another stomp in game 2. This time the shoe is on the other foot. And poor old Abed, man, he's managed to get it.
And Crit got 1 top, so I think that's going to be either one of the 4 here, because there's one still lurking in that bottom outpost. But you gotta imagine that's going to go to Vici.
Yeah, they know about it. They've got the outposts. They're just... that is the thing. Oh, jeez, he's 97% already, but maybe that 3% will come to fruition here in this team fight as Eurus almost dying. One last shot from Abed. He's going to be able to get that kill. Meanwhile, he'll die to a duel, giving up some permanent damage to Yang. Ramses, who's been stomped by DY, will be slowed down enough that Ori will be able to get the double kill. Less of a lead off is saying this is not a lineup that is going to be able to cope as well. Like last time we had, okay, they can hit the RP and the Earth Splitter. That's the way they can win the team fight. Feels like you don't have the same kind of narrative here for EG when it comes to their light game. You pretty much just
need a humongous Sven.
Yeah, we have toss Avalanche into Sven swinging them people.
Yeah. You have like one-man spells. Like, I mean, that's why one guy dies, and then the rest of EG gets wiped, because that's what their skills have at this point in the game.
I don't think I've ever seen a support Razor before. So Evil Geniuses innovating here. A world first being achieved here by Evil Geniuses is the respectable North American team. You always expect great things out of them. Vici Gaming. Smoked up together. Find Fly. Slow him down.
They don't give him the swap, though,
Just toy with him a little bit.
Round fight, I guess, at a tower, right, where you basically needed Ori to screw up, or you needed to take advantage of some play where he doesn't have Sonic Wave and you're able to force a fight somewhere. But
yeah, you needed like Crit to make a rotation for you where it's like you force the blink on the Quap and then you toss him back in.
And they got that once,
crazy.
right? They had the hoof stomp, they got the kill. They needed, I guess, more. The problem is they don't have the 5-man group up possibility at that point in the game like VG do. So the Sven just can't come. He can't do anything. And if he does show up and he ults, then he's worthless until his ult's back.
And Razor does look like a sick hero in this patch. He feels very nice. The quality of life of Static Blink is amazing, but you need to know your matchup, and that's something EG they embrace. They blind pick the Razor without knowing their matchup, got a bad matchup, and now they're being punished for it. As Ramsey's going to die here in the top lane of VG Gaming. Full rotation of heroes, by the way. There's fear of like triple stacking up waves like that.
Yeah,
it's
truly game ruining.
Against the wrong lane, you can just ruin your own game.
And Gyro's probably the best core at dealing with that.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's really hard to find someone better than that.
Yang. Oh, long toss over by Ramsey. He's going to be able to catch Ori. A Centaur stomp into a Doom with a freezing field coming out. No, that's immediately stopped. There is going to be the ults coming out, slowing him down. PYW not able to get that damage. They still managed to finish up Ori, and Arteezy looks big and strong. He's got the God Strength going out with the BKB.
And the M-Claw.
AoE slow coming out is going to allow him to be able to catch PYW, even as Ramses does indeed fall inside the jungle. DY trying to Jukasei out of here, but Abed will finally claim him in the end. Vici Gaming. 1 for 4.
He will have his ulti. He'll have his BKB. And he might have that dreaded
Crystallis into Aghanim's.
Crystallis with the Imp Claw, and they're smoked up here.
Yeah, all they need is BKB and Abed, and they can feel a lot better. One of the big advantages of the last team fight, they got a decent static link on the gyrocopter. They're going to be able to get the pick off here onto DY.
That was really nice. Good movements here from EG. They saw the TP bottom from Paparazzi, and they said, just go. Like, we saw a couple heroes up here, so we know that he can't fight now. I will be shocked if they manage to win this game. This still feels so hard. Like, they're getting these pickoffs, and they're lowering this lead. Are they going to get another one? They're putting them
after pickoff.
They're kind of getting them off kilter here. Like
they really are.
They can't stabilize.
Yeah. A little bit timid, a little bit trepidatious about taking a fight, but they're finally going to smoke up and go for it. And they really need to, because if they just freely let RTZ farm his Aghanim Scepter, they're going to be a world of hurt. And that's why Yang is going to be able to find his initiation. The BKB goes off from Sven just in time. RTZ, the big hit for the Sonic Wave, almost finishes him off. He actually pops a God Strength and turns a little bit, fighting Yang, daring him to pursue a little bit further. Now the Doom onto Eurus with the Static Link as well. They've pretty much taken out this Gyrocopter out of the team fight, but they need kills out of this one. It looks like Abed should be able to get into him. Eurus ends up dying on the side, trapped in the trees. Well, Ori is going to be able to blink away, but Yang doesn't have that same luxury. The Blink Dagger just not up in time. The turnaround though, Abed almost dies. Yule Scepter going out. DY's actually going to go for a TP way. Is Abed going to survive? What? DY cancels the TP, says, damn it all, Abed needs to die. And finally he does, but Evil Geniuses win yet another fight.
Oh, another. Yeah, not so much once the tables start turning.
Okay, Aghanim Scepter is up for our TZ now. Spider Legs given over to Eurus. Hopefully this time around he'll have a bit better go of the team fight, because it feels like he has just not been able to do a whole lot. Need to finish up the Lincolns on Ori. There goes Superman finding DY. That's going to be the first one down.
Crit needs that Imp Claw on his Tiny. Get that thing in there. It's got the poor man's instead.
Well, you know, he's just trying to be a tanky boy. Evil Genius is actually going to immediately jump back in, manage to get the Doom. Oh, Eurus is caught. A beautiful Sonic Wave into the backline from Ori, but not enough to actually kill heroes.
Get out, Ori. This is the only counter to the Sven is the buyback, right?
Yeah.
Like, now you're going to, but you have to take Roche now. You have no choice as Vici Gaming. You have to guard this with your ET. You have to go into the pit, and you have to say, listen, they don't have the BK, or actually, they still have the BKB,
but can you take Roshan with this lineup?
No.
They are not good Roche takers at all, so they may have just bought back to just
they have to smoke and try and fight them or something. Because like, you don't have another play right now. Your only other hope is that you say, okay, well, now we're just going to try and use the ET ulti and bait them back into the pit.
Yeah. Scary part is that RTZ, he didn't even use BKB for that, so it's not even like a cooldown. It's just a God Strength cooldown.
Yeah.
Seeing as Aghanim Scepter, he's still an effective hero. They are going to be able to catch that team fight that they wanted. Not really a team fight per se, more like a pickoff, just killing a fly in the game. RNG, that determines everything. Well, there's still DD and its power to be able to allow any team that really can't do Roshan so easily, all of a sudden, it's easy as pie. But the jump in from Ramses, a two-man stun, leading the way. BKB activated by Eurus. They need to be able to grab it, push back. He's going to allow the Aegis to be picked up by Eurus. He now stands and delivers as Abed tries to finish off PYW with the help of RTZ. They will be able to do so. Abed, as well as Eurus, man fighting. Yule Scepter going off. Eurus almost managed to get the kill on Abed, but first he dies to the zap, allowing Abed to be able to walk away. A stomp going down. Ramsey's going to be able to walk away pretty cleanly, but Eurus is now stuck inside the pit against an RTZ who is glowing mad red right now.
Oh, he's out of mana. He can't go for the charge.
Yeah, he doesn't have actually enough mana to be able to use that hammer. And Eurus just chasing him down with his Spider Lady, skittering forward. Crit, nice toss, but they are going to be able to get the duel on Crit. They'll turn around and just trying to finish off that one duel, but Crit's so tanky. Ooh, almost survived long enough to at least prevent the dual damage, but still, Vici Gaming do win the fight, but it comes at more farmed, and they're going to stumble right into a Legion Commander here, almost. They spot the spell, and Crit's going to make the initiation, catching him with the toss. Not quite enough chain stun to allow them to be able to get the follow-up there onto Yang. He pops the BKB, but it looks like he may still be caught even after that blink away. Eurus is sitting there, but he's not sure if he can really commit to this fight, especially with the Legion Commander who's already dead. Yeah, the full-out Bloodthorn.
Yeah, I thought it was Abed getting the right click, and it's like, oh, no, that's a Bloodthorn.
That's a Bloodthorn. Ori almost stuck around a bit too long, but Spidey senses tingling there. He actually leaves the creeps to get the last hit on the tower. If he's stuck around, run, Eurus, run! Sven, RTZ actually getting kited a little bit deep in. The problem is, with no Legion Commander, there's really not a dangerous side of the map for Evil Geniuses to be on. As you can see, Rams is here, challenging Ori, avalanche over the top. Where's the BKB? They're not going to be able to get it off in time. Ori stays stunned, brought down. Does Ori actually have his BKB yet? Maybe he doesn't.
I don't think he
doesn't have it.
No, he.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that Ags really did come back to bite him.
Dude, I legit.
Way and like push waves and stuff. But yeah, it proved to be a bit too greedy when they were able to get all those focused dooms onto Ori.
The Razor just stealing a little bit of damage away from DY and turns it back into the melee barracks. DY coming forward. Does actually get his spirit back to him, giving him the magic immunity that takes off the Bloodthorn, allows him to be able to escape. But Ramses, he got a Centaur stun onto Eurus. If they can actually get him back to the fountain, it would be fine, but it gets blown up too quickly. It's a toss over from the Lich. A flying Lich comes in and finishes off Eurus into the back lines. They will be able to at least get some of these support kills. It looks like Abed is going to be finished off pretty easily. Ramses dies as well. Here, maybe Evil Geniuses got themselves a little bit too far forward.
They just find
crap.
the Minotaur Orb. I was gonna say, it'd be pretty. They did. That's pretty funny to think like she finally gets BKB and then this Minotaur Orb pops up. All right, Power Rangers TP's coming
BKB
through.
activated. They're going to try and chase. The Sven is looking to be able to just stick on top of Eurus. Eurus is looking to be able to kite around that. Sven does manage to get away the trees. They're going to finish off flying pretty easily, but Ori needs to be able to blink away from the Sven. His BKB is now worn out. He's going to turn back to the rest of his team as that magic immunity is gone. He wants to make sure he doesn't overextend himself. They're going to be able to kill PYW
Oh, DY
with
though.
ease.
We were just talking about how he doesn't have the defensive items. He all-ins for a Lotus Orb. So now he doesn't have buyback, and this is the Roche fight that everyone's going to be prepping for here. Now they have to go into this 4v5, and well, frankly, they can't go into it.
Oh no, and Yang, he just ran into the area where he just saw Evil Geniuses take the Shrine. Now he's been initiated on, chain stun pretty easily, and brought down with the Doom. Already onto Eurus, chased down, but it's been the double kill for him as he looks to be able to finish off Fly with no buybacks from any of these heroes. That's just going to be the end of the game as Evil Geniuses look to be able to clean up the last few heroes. Ori and Yang going to have to fight together as a duo against the 5 of Evil Geniuses inside their own base. Blink away, managed to kite that one out from Arteezy. Rest of EG do have to deal with the tier 2 and stuff, but they've got a full minute and a half easily to be able to do it, and as long as they can kill some of these other heroes like Yang, who's now down for 2 minutes, Ori,
I mean, if they've got the timers, they know there's no buyback on Gyro. This game's just
he's
over.
stunned up as well. That's another 2 minutes there, and they could just go straight for the throne. Vici Gaming. They thought they had it. They had the 90%. Gabe certainly thought they had it. 97% chance to be able to win this game. And it all gets thrown away so quickly.
I thought they had it. I mean, I'm not going to try and pretend